A favorite of Badger sports fans and athletes alike, Mickey's Dairy Bar is the perfect place for a weekend breakfast. Right now we are backstage at the Orpheum, and this is where models and performers will walk back into this area where the models will change. Typically in a fashion show there are 40 looks, but here there are 150. The last thing she saw was a man running towards a black pickup truck that raced away in a cloud of dust. As you can probably tell by the noise, I'm standing here in the midst of the Memorial Union construction where they are busy implementing new sustainability measures just like those at Union South. Thanks to Rise Incorporated and companies like this, many adults are given opportunities they wouldn't have had otherwise. With 24 wins in its first 30 games, the UW softball team has marked its best start in program history.
You know, winning 30 games already at this point in the season, that's a big deal, but you know, there's always so much work to do. A day like today, Green Bay came in, they fought hard, they did a great job, and it just really shows you how much work we've got to do. So I wish we could say it's been fun and easy, but it's just been fun and very challenging. We're battling, we're trying to, you know, see postseason play this year. It's everybody's goal, and you've got to be able to come back after a tough loss and win, and Whitney hit the big home run, and it was good.
The team's success has garnered national attention, and the coaches want the players to know they have what it takes to play with the best.
I would say just like, you know, the mentality of understanding that we can be this top 20, like we can be this team to, you know, knock off Stanford, to knock off Notre Dame twice, to do all these things. And it's like the coaches, like we finally get the message from the coaches that we have the ability to do all this. We have all the talent in the world. It's just putting it all together. And I think the last 2 years we were still kind of trying to believe in ourselves that we can do this. And now that we've had this kind of season, it's like, we can do it. Like, you know, the coaches are like, you know, this is what you're doing, but you still got to keep going too.
After a decade of seasons filled with struggle, Michelle is one of the players happy to be turning things around for the team.
It's unbelievable. It's something like as a kid when you want to go play college sports, you're like, oh, like look at all these top 25 teams. Like, it's the one thing you want in life. And now that we finally, like, you know, have it, it's like it's something that we've never done in school history, or well, since 2002. And it's just, you can't describe how awesome that feels to finally put a team back on the map.
For the Badger Report, this is Emma Austin.
Now, from Minnesota's most watched station, this is WCCO Sunday Morning.
Hello, I'm Emma Austin. We begin with breaking news. Former Minnesota Governor Tim Pawlenty has dropped out of the presidential race. Pawlenty made the decision after coming in third in yesterday's Iowa straw poll. Michelle Bachmann won that straw poll, and we will hear from her in just a few minutes. Pawlenty was the first of any of the candidates to open offices in Iowa, but his poor showing last night was another indication that his campaign never caught on. This is what he had to say.
I'm going to be ending my campaign for president, but I'm very, very grateful for the people of Iowa, the people of this country who I had a chance to make my case to, and for my supporters and staff and friends who've been so loyal and helpful. I really appreciate all of them. I wish it would have been different, but obviously the pathway forward for me doesn't really exist, and so we're going to end the campaign.
But while Tim Pawlenty's campaign for the White House is over, Representative Michelle Bachmann's campaign is soaring. She won last night's Iowa straw poll.
With 16,892 Iowans voting, the winner of the 2011 Iowa straw poll is Congresswoman Michelle Bachmann.
Texas Congressman Ron Paul was second, just 150 votes behind Bachmann, and former Minnesota Governor Tim Pawlenty finished a distant third. An American has been kidnapped while working in Pakistan. Police say several gunmen grabbed Warren Weinstein from his home yesterday morning. The kidnappers reportedly used a Ramadan holiday tradition to gain access to his home. Weinstein is a development contractor. U.S. officials say they don't have a motive. The U.S. State Department issued a warning for Americans to be careful while visiting or doing business in Pakistan. Thanks for joining us for this WCCO4 News Update. I'm Emma Austin.